everybody. Today I have the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited and a very special guest. Meet Anja. Anja is a sports rehab specialist, a triathlete, a surfer, and a Jeeper. You know what they say about Jeepers? Jeepers are keepers. Over to you, Anja.
So I've been a Jeep owner basically since I could drive. So coming from South Africa, come from a very small town, I got my mom's Jeep when I was 14 years old, and I started driving the Jeep Cherokee limited edition back then. Small town, so I would drive from our farm into school. I know it's bad, 14 years old, but I love a Jeep, and since then I had my Jeep the whole way through South Africa until we moved to Dubai. And when we moved to Dubai, I also got a Jeep here, which is now the Jeep Wrangler, the 3-door, and I absolutely love my car.
Tell us about driving a Jeep every day.
So a Jeep as an everyday drive is amazing. It's a soft car to drive. It's very safe. So when I drive on the highway, having a bigger car really makes me feel safe. It's a smooth drive, so it's really comfortable. It's not that heavy on fuel, so it's really a comfortable everyday drive.
So I know, Anja, you've mentioned that you love off-roading and taking the Jeep to far-off places. My question to you is, what really happens after you take the car off-road? Do you service it frequently?
You know what, you don't need to service it that frequently. You would think that if you go off-roading that you might damage the car or something. It's none of that. The car is so secure and so strong that usually after we go off-roading we just clean it, so we'll take it for a good clean. There's a few things that you can do after you've gone off-roading. So sometimes because the suspension is lifted of some cars, that might give a bit of an issue, or just make sure that your wheels are fully inflated when you're done off-roading. But in terms of taking it for a service every time, it's really not needed, because the cars, they are prime, they are good.
Yeah, they're built to last, yeah?
They are built to last.
So Anja, tell us, in order for someone, a Jeep owner, to have fun while off-roading, do they have to be a part of a Jeep club, or how does it work?
No, you don't need to be part of a Jeep club. You can go on your own. I would recommend going with a few friends, just in case you do get stuck. There's always someone to help you. But you don't need to be with any group. What I would recommend as well is go with someone that knows the dunes, because it can be a bit dangerous. But as long as you go with people that know what they're doing, and you know what you're doing and you're secure, you're good.
So Anja, tell us a little bit about the modifications that an everyday person can do in a Jeep.
That's one of my favorite things about the Jeep, is the fact that you can modify it to your own personality. When we look at the roof, you can take off the roof, you can put on a soft top. I love taking my roof off completely, especially in winter time. Modifications in terms of bigger wheels, having a lift kit, even the fuel gauge. You can change absolutely everything on this car, which is amazing, so you can have your own personality to the car.
And does it cost a lot? Does modification of a Jeep cost too much?
Not at all. You can buy most of the stuff actually on Amazon, which is amazing.
How cool is that? So there's a lot of misconception about motorsport and off-roading being a man's sport. So what's your take on it?
That is so untrue. I do see not as many girls out there doing off-roading, but I would highly recommend you do it. It's amazing. It's so much fun. What I like about the Jeep as well is it's so strong, so I do feel kind of empowered when I'm behind the steering wheel in the dunes. I feel like it's got enough power to take me out of any bad situation that I might get myself into. I would highly recommend it, and encourage girls especially, but everyone, to get out there and to start dune bashing.
So Anja, there are a couple of things that are, I saw some trends on the internet about the Jeep. So there's something very popular going on. It says the Jeep Wave. So tell us, what's the Jeep Wave? When Jeep owners see another Jeep owner, they have got a secret code going on?
Absolutely, we are part of the cool kids. So if you see a Jeeper, there's something called the Jeep Wave, where your hands is on the steering wheel and you basically lift the two fingers in the front. It's really nice. It's like a little community of Jeepers, just a little inside joke, or inside high, if you can call it that. So yeah, that's one of the things which is really nice.
There's one thing also I want to talk about, and this is something that just recently caught on. I saw some people, the duck Jeep thing. What's the duck Jeep thing?
Very cool. Okay, I brought one with today to show you guys. So it started in Canada, and basically what it means is if one Jeeper sees another Jeeper, you take this little duck and you put it on their Jeep, and it basically means that they've been ducked. It's just like a small prank basically between two Jeepers.
So have you ducked people today, or I mean, how often do you duck people?
Well, to be honest, it's not that known in the UAE, so I haven't heard of it a lot, but we've actually ducked someone today.
How cool is that? Yeah. If you are the one that Anja has ducked, please let us know in the comments. Yeah. So Anja, while I have you on the show, I'm going to do some rapid fire round of 3 questions to you and test your knowledge on Jeep. So tell me, when was the first Jeep made?
So the first Jeep was made in 1940, and it was made for the US military.
Okay, you got it right. The next question is about the Jeep Grille design. You know, now we know that it's got a 7-slot Jeep 7-slot design. Tell us, did we always have a 7-slot? Because as far as I remember, I've always seen the same iconic Grille design. Tell us about it.
So thanks to Google, I know this, but it started off with 13, and then they cut it down to 9, and now the latest one is 7. And since back then, I can't remember when, it has been 7 since.
So the third question about the Jeep, I think it's slightly tough, but she would know the answer. You know the Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. How does the word Rubicon get associated with the Jeep Wrangler?
So there's actually a very tough trail in the world called the Rubicon Trail, and the Jeep was the only car to master that trail, and that's why they decided to name one of the Jeep Wranglers after Rubicon.
She's a keeper. She got all 3 right. So my final question about the Jeep, Anja, is a lot of people say that the Jeep is not a family car. They say it's for adventure lovers only. It doesn't really belong on the road. So what's your take on that?
That is absolutely not true. You know, me and my husband had this discussion earlier where he said, if we're gonna have kids one day, are we gonna sell the Jeep? And I said, hell no, this is my mom car. It's so soft, it drives so easy, and you really feel safe in it. So I think it's the perfect family car.
You got the answer. In my opinion also, the Jeep is a family car. Anja has thankfully agreed to be our instructor and take me for my first off-roading lesson. I'm a newbie, so I expect it's going to be an easy trail and soft dune bashing.
We'll see.
Anja, obviously I want to thank you for joining us on the show. Is there a final word you want to tell our viewers?
Well, basically just drive safe, drive responsibly, and enjoy your cars. It's an amazing car, so enjoy it.